What is your focus when you're in BUDS? Are you trying to get the lay of the land? Are you trying to make friends with other people as quickly as possible? Are you trying to get to know the instructors a bit? What's the plan there?
Yeah, it's not hard to make friends with other people because you always want to suffer with a buddy. Nobody wants to suffer by themselves, and you do a lot of suffering in BUDS. So for me, it's just make it to the end of the day. I think when I get kids asking me for advice when they're going to BUDS, it's take everything one step at a time. If you start looking at the big picture, I have to do this for 8 more months or however long the time is, you are going to get overwhelmed, and that's when you start thinking negatively. If you have, I just need to make it to the end of this evolution, or I just have to make it to the end of the day, I just have to make it to Friday, and you take things sequentially, a step at a time, it's a lot easier to process and handle. So that was my mentality going in.
Yeah, it's just chunking down that mission, isn't it? It's like,
is.
If you want to win your life, it's how you focus on winning the day, which becomes a week, which becomes a month.
Yes, absolutely. And a lot of guys come in, and I tell people there's not one thing about BUDS that a fit person couldn't do. It's the fact that you have to do it over and over and over again that makes it really difficult. And it's funny, one of the first guys to ring the bell was this championship triathlete. He was just a stud. He'd smoke us all on the runs and the swims. It was very impressive. But he quit before he even hit Hell Week. He was done. He was like, nope, this is not for me. So that kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop because you don't know why at the time they're quitting, because typically you don't see them again. They get them out of there. And so it is true to some degree. You look around and the guys that you think won't make it, and the guys that you think are going to make it, don't make it. So it's really hard to process. And the Navy spends a lot of money trying to figure out, because it would be so much easier if you could know the traits or the attributes that are going to get the guys through ahead of time before you put them in the selection course. It'd be much more efficient.